There's unmuted. Unmuted. Boy, I hope things are right. We got that. What do we got to
Yeah, I
get rid of that?
heard.
This.
Why is JY in here?
This. JY. What the heck is JY doing? We need that. There we go. All right. Rich and Luke, episode 114. Luke, you want to do me a favor?
Yeah, what's
You
up?
want to say hello for the people?
Yeah, hello. It's been a while.
In a little bit.
Yeah, you had freaking Adam on.
Mm-hmm. Because I
How
kind
dare
of
you?
out of nowhere was like last week was like, hey, we're gonna do the thing, and you were like, no.
Yeah. Also, can you fix my volume? Apparently, I'm
Oh,
low.
how are you? How is he low?
Apparently.
You're on my end. You look actually high, slightly high,
Really? On Communist Dota,
like
can
higher
actually
than
hear
I
him. I
would.
don't want to. Never mind. He was just trolling. I forget. I don't know who Communist Dota is, but
All right.
no, they're just trolling. It's going down to zero.
Okay.
What the
Okay.
flip? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
we're
Like,
actually.
shout out your HFF. Okay, who's Vorv?
I. Yeah, we're actually both high. I actually am lowering us both because
All right, that's
we're
fine.
both peaking higher than I would like.
I'm Alex, bro. Alex, man. He
Yeah.
won too. For bro, Vancouver won too this season. I'm happy. I'm hype. They now have the most SMGHL Cups by a franchise
Because
ever.
Kelowna fell off. They're
Mm-hmm.
no longer a team.
Yes, sir. Listen, all Vancouver has to do is win one cup a decade, and it's working. But yeah, no, it's been a while.
It has
Lots of
been
lots of stuff
quite a
happened.
long
I
time
won a
actually.
cup.
We don't want to talk about that though. That's not interesting.
That's super interesting. I won a cup, and I came back from a 3-1 deficit. You
That's
know,
actually that's actually pretty good. That was
yeah,
yeah,
second time that happened in the finals. You
yeah.
know,
Definitely saw it. I was like,
like
well, I guess this. I mean, and it kind of makes sense too. Like Texas is a really good team.
Texas was really good.
New England's roster isn't quite as as strong as it
Listen, man,
has been.
we're the only SHL team in FHM 8 that has won as a six seed or above, like in the regular season standings. We're the only team that's won when we're 6 through 9.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Everyone else
I don't
won
know.
when they're 5 and up, and we've only won when
I
we're
think that
six
speaks to the.
6 or 9 or 9.
I think that speaks more to the weakness of the East than anything.
What do you mean?
I'm just messing with you. Coming up with
Huh?
any reason but to give you credit or anything but anything I can do to not give you credit.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Bro, you just gotta throw like, bro, just Olaf. Olaf carried you throughout, and that's it. Because it's
Well,
true.
that goes without saying. I
Olaf's
don't
the
need to.
goat.
We don't need to. Yeah,
He might be the best playoff performer ever.
certainly up there. I mean, I guess I have no clue.
I have no idea
Like
either, but
I'd have to go and look at other goalies, but like it's got to be up
he's the
there.
best goalie. 7 finals appearances, won 5 of them, or won 3 of them. No, won 4 of them. Right?
Was he with
He was with
LA in
LA.
'65?
They won one, they lost one, and then for
Yes,
us, we won three. We won three and lost two. So his record's 4-3, right?
sure.
No, 5-3. Five
Five.
and three. No, 4-3. 4-3. It's 4-3. I'm confusing myself, but yeah, it's
That's
four
fine.
and three. And now he should have like, the most Razov nominations, the most Razov wins, maybe. So shout out to Aka. This season's going to be his last season, and then he's retiring. And then he's 7 wins away from second all-time wins.
Seven. You said seven.
Yeah,
You said second all time. Yeah.
yeah, because he's going to
Okay.
be surpassing Carpi
Okay.
soon this
God,
season.
that's depressing. The Carpies. I mean, yeah.
No, I don't think
Rough.
anyone's going to be
Rough.
touching Mateo's record for a long time.
Probably not. Yeah. Carpy
Because
had to
like,
hang on for as long as he did, and still sorry.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't. Yeah, my bad. Um.
you're good.
Uh. Yeah, and like even that long, only second. It's kind of crazy. So yeah,
Well,
Mateo's got to be
the problem with
real
Carpi
difficult.
is that she was on really shitty Toronto
Yeah,
teams,
the Toronto teams were.
and Chicago is super
We were
good for
okay
the
for
entire.
yeah. That's the thing
Yeah,
is Chicago was still
Chicago
good
is
for
super good for entire time, and even with Olaf, like he went from one really great team in LA to one really great team in New England.
yeah.
But yeah, no. So that's my ode to Olaf carrying us to another uh Challenge Cup victory. 3 cups, Rich, as a GM, and then one as a co-GM.
I was just
Think
looking
about
really
that.
quick. It's been just shy of 4 months since the last time you and I did an episode.
Damn,
Just shy of four
that's
months.
crazy.
But
Well, we're back.
I had to bring it back at least for the charity drive.
Yeah, of course. We
Just
gotta show ourselves off
big
so
fan of the
people
charity
can
drive,
bid.
and definitely want to get some kind of get something in there for people. Just, I don't know,
I don't know
something else.
what's Troy at. Is he at 90
90, I
dollars?
think. Yeah,
Wow.
90. Pretty
I think he
crazy
likes us or something.
because Shawnee bid to have him not be on.
That's funny.
Uh,
It's
you think
fine.
you think we should put up a second or no? I
Yeah, I think we
so
should.
I
I'm
if
I'm down.
I'm hesitant because if Shawnee wants to bid for somebody to not be on, I don't want to do another one because it feels a little bit like I don't know.
Yeah, but he's only doing that so that Troy doesn't get on, right?
I guess, but then couldn't Troy just like get a cheap bid on the second one?
Yeah, but we
It
just banned
feels
Troy on the second one.
that could be. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably throw up a second then this week, right?
I think
If
so.
so, we'll probably have to have Troy on twice.
Yeah. Yeah, with count only of my 4 players, only one cups on 2 of them, and Olaf was the goalie for both. Oh yeah, because he was on LA at the
That's
end.
funny, yeah.
I forgot about that. That was really funny, actually. Yeah.
So
Right.
does
Count, you just gotta thank HFFO for trading you to here.
do you get a cup next to on your account for this or no? How does that work?
I don't check, but yeah, I should. I was a GM.
I was just teasing you a little bit for.
I know, bro. If it was a San Francisco New England final, I would have won a cup either way.
Oh man. So anyway, congrats on the cup. I hate the gray on the in the league, the gray color for
Mhm.
things. It makes the forum look black and white sometimes if you get like the correct set of
Yeah.
of of posts on my phone. It almost looks like this site has switched to black and white, and it's weird.
Did you like our banner?
I actually haven't seen it yet. Uh,
Really? I can
yeah.
send it to you.
Oh, is it not up or
No, it's up.
I
Maybe you
I
didn't see a
keep those
notification
closed
yet.
on my
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yes,
how
yeah.
dare
I
you?
don't keep that stuff closed. So. Okay, I see. I got it now. On my,
You got it? All right.
is it just the one? Like the sardine can?
Yeah, sardine can.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Ingredients. Okay, okay, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Packs stay together.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh, yeah, this. So, do you have anything immediately pressing, or should we just do some questions?
No, I want a cup. That's everything I needed to talk about.
Perfect.
That's yeah. I mean, uh, Thief got the most career playoff points this year,
Like,
surpassing Aaron Wilson.
okay, I was gonna. That's what I was gonna ask for New England or
Yep,
for. Wow, that's
for
actually
the league.
a bit surprising. But I guess with the scoring the way it's gone, maybe it's not crazy. And also
No,
considering the
it's
number of
not.
times you guys
He went to the
gone deep into the
finals 5
playoffs.
different times,
Right,
so
right.
you know,
That was
he had like 5 or 6 30+ point seasons in the finals,
yep.
or in the playoffs. So you know, Thief's gonna be up there
Yeah,
for one of the best. And that's all I got for New England. Oh, we
he's
did the draft.
the guy that we thought wasn't gonna stick around. And no, he
Everyone
turns
else thought,
out, yeah.
man. Yeah. Um, who's fourth again? Oh, it's Alex. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
forgot
Anyway,
already?
yeah, bro, he's just so forgettable. Like, who is he on, like,
uh,
Colorado or whatever? But yeah, the draft, I drafted myself again, and then I drafted Shark is back at 20th overall. So that was fun. Now we can get times 2 media for this.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Sharks is back. I don't remember. I don't know if you remember his original player, Troy
I
Reynolds.
don't. I remember the username, but I don't specifically
Mm,
remember like who his player was.
that's fine. He is a defenseman. We have a lot of defensemen, so I don't know where he'll fit.
Hmm.
But
I can
we
probably get
ball.
somebody to switch, right?
I don't know. We'll see. I have a plan.
All right.
I always have a
All right.
plan.
Sure. I believe you.
What's up with you, Rich?
No, I mean nothing. Nothing interesting anyway.
Hmm.
Got what do you call it? File work next week.
Yeah,
That's fun.
busy stuff. Yeah, make sure you don't fuck up the file.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing really else interesting I like on the SHL side anyway going on.
Yeah, I know Adam Perpich is in regression, so he's no longer top dog.
Yeah, I'm not even the highest TPE forward on my own team now.
Ugh, you
Embarrassing.
fell off
I know.
from back-to-back MVPs to just nothing.
Just yeah, man, tough. I need three more seasons averaging 83 points to get to 1,000.
That's not
So that's
bad.
kind of like where I'm at. Like 3 more seasons
Hmm.
at least until I feel comfortable. I mean, like I'm probably 83 is going to be a stretch coming second that second and third season.
No, you got demand for power play
So
one time.
more realistically, it's going to be like 4 seasons. I'm thinking. Uh,
Hmm.
but that's once I hit 1,000, that's when I start thinking about retirement and moving on to the next player. So
Yeah, do you have an idea for your next
I
player?
do. We talked about it last week very briefly with Adam as well.
Oh, I did not
It's
listen.
gonna be. Oh, of course you didn't know. I wouldn't expect you to. Not.
Hmm.
Yeah, anyway.
Is it gonna be a goalie this time, Rich? Like you
So
said?
it's probably gonna be a goalie for the first
Oh
season.
my
Not.
God. Oh, for the first season?
Yeah, I think I might
You're
do
gonna
that
be dipping
again.
your toes in the
Just
water?
just do a season of goalie swap before the draft.
Oh
Uh,
my God.
but it's gonna be a relative in some respect of Lundberg. I don't know how
Hmm.
exactly, so probably same last name.
Okay, I like
Probably
that.
Swedish,
But
which I don't necessarily.
mhm.
I don't
Didn't
know
Lundberg play for USA though?
what. No.
Didn't
Who's
Lundberg?
Sweden? Back in the
Oh,
day.
and I was thinking of the other guy after him.
Yeah, Lane. Um.
Yeah.
So yeah. So probably defense though, rather than
Defense.
forward
All
this
right.
time. Yeah.
Perfect. You love to get
I'm
not a
gonna.
ton of points
I'm
and then
gonna.
only get 2 awards
Also, I'm
for
gonna
yourself.
reach really hard for that like guy who doesn't do anything. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna kind of even balance offense defense, and so I'll be like a invisible on the score sheet, and yeah, just kind of there, costing somebody 6 million. Uh,
Perfect. You want to see a player that does that? So he's on
any
my
defenseman that isn't like all in on defense? You mean?
yeah. Go to my team. Look at Sean Davies. He's a great role player, man.
Yeah, but he's got the appropriate TPE for that kind of behavior.
What do you mean?
He's like
No,
isn't he
good
like
his
1,200 or
career.
something like that?
No, it's like 1400.
Yeah.
Good his career though. Like just a great role player,
That's just right playoffs. Yeah.
great secondary play to Zoram.
Yeah, see,
Lots of shots blocked.
that's like fully what I expect. I want to go, big into like the physical attributes. Not
Hmm.
big, but not all in. But like I want them to be kind of like my highest, and then defense a little bit lower, and then offense a little bit lower than that yet.
Hmm.
So like a little more. I don't know. I want to be playing tons of minutes and not doing much with it. That's what I'm thinking.
Just a minute eater, man.
Yeah, maybe decent giveaway takeaway ratio.
Hmm.
Kind of upper third in the block numbers.
Yeah. So you
And
just
then
want
like
to be boring.
and like absolute top of the bell curve in points, like absolute
Uh-huh.
like the most average. That's the
You
plan.
just want to be the most boring, the most
I
average
just
player.
know that's what's gonna happen when I play defense, and I don't go all in on defense
Hmm.
on blocks and that kind of
Classic.
stuff. So
I mean, you already had so many good players already.
well, listen,
Gonna have 2 Hall of Famers.
yeah, yeah, whatever.
Sorry, we all can't have Hall of Famers and be like, all right, now I'm just gonna get a nice average player.
Yeah, all right. Hey, all right. Let's do some questions. What do you say?
Yeah, we can do some questions.
Sure, yeah, surely Rich won't swap to a forward after experiencing how boring a D is.
Yeah, surely you won't.
Listen. When I start to reach that 1800 TPE, and I'm like, could my
Oh,
team
I
use a
kind of want some
forward?
points.
Right. uh, and I have the bank to do it, and I wouldn't, and I don't. Yeah, whatever. Stop. No, James. No. Right. All right. So Jove's got the first question, but we kind of already answered. So he's asking, is the pod back on a regular schedule because we're worried about Luke? Oh, actually, that's not true. I thought this was a different question. Never mind. Um, because I'm worried about losing Luke to 7 in Hockey Talk tonight.
Huh?
What?
Just say that one more time. I need to
Sorry, no,
pull up
I
the.
stopped in the middle of the question and then picked
Okay.
up where I left off, so it was not
What was
coherent.
that?
He says,
Yeah.
is the pod back on a regular schedule because you're worried about losing Luke to 7 and Hockey Talk tonight?
Oh, yeah. We're doing that thing.
And the answer is no. But also it's I mean it's entirely just because of the charity drive brought me back of like, oh, I should do this again. And then it's also the thing of like, when I don't do the podcast, I'm like, oh, it's kind of nice to not have to do it. And then I jump in and do it with Adam, and I'm like, I forgot how much fun this is and how much I enjoy it.
And you're like, oh, I should just do it without.
Yeah, it's like when I'm not doing it, I forget how much I like it. And
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just an hour bullshitting about the league. Yeah, and then me and Tevin's thing.
Yeah,
hopefully that works.
Is exciting for sure. I'm really interested to see how so it's like twice a week for. Excuse me.
Yeah, so
like
the
in-game kind of like storyline game, like game by game storyline kind of stuff.
Or yeah, so this all happened 3 weeks ago, I think, when in the SHN Discord, I was like, hey, I have these 2 ideas for a podcast. Which one should I like pursue? Because in the back of my head, I was always like, it would be really awesome if you had like a daily SHL 15-minute in and out podcast about like, what the fuck is happening throughout the league. Because the one thing that is kind of missing is like the storylines throughout the week, because all the games go by so quick. It's kind of like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And we're at the end of the season and this guy had 100 points. And like, how did that happen? Did he start off slow and then begin or whatever? And like stuff like that, or like highlight people throughout the weeks that have done good. So I've been thinking about that for the last like 2 months or whatever. And then Seven was like, hey, I was thinking the same thing. And I'm like, dope, let's do that together. Oh, you're
yeah, I got
you need to ban the guy. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we were like, yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it, let's do it. We just need to have a good plan, and then one night we hashed up a plan, got a Google sheet, started to go through like what do we actually show, what do we do, because we need a bunch of hosts to help us, because I think Seven's going to be on vacation next week or this week, whatever, the following Monday. I'm going to be on vacation the following week. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, we need like, people to help us or whatever, talk. But if we get the bones of like what actually is, and the information to show the people, like to show the podcast host, and then they create the podcast afterward. It's like 15-minute SMJHL, 15-minute SHL, give something that people can just drive into work with. So it all came down to that, and it's like, okay, what's the best way to do it? And that's, we found, is like 2 times a week we have that. So like we get like 2 sims and then 3 sims on one. Yeah, 2 sims on like one day, 3 sims on another day. Talk about them, highlight the good people, highlight the bad people, highlight the teams, moving up, moving down, etc. And then we want another one during the week, just like a more variety, more like a 32 thoughts or whatever. I don't know if we're still doing that. Maybe it's something that we do once we get into a rhythm. And then the Hockey Talk tonight, which is going to be an interview based one. And then whenever Rich and I do it, I'll do that as well. So the plan is to get a bunch of different people that can talk, have them rotate so they don't burn out, and hopefully make something cool.
Yeah, man, I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm sure. Do you have like things? I think I remember seeing something to the effect of you had like stuff put together for people to use. I don't know if it's like reference material or what specifically.
Yeah, it's reference material. Yeah. Okay. So right now it's just like, they can select any like two dates, and then it'll show like what's happened between that, like what teams won the most, what teams lost the most, what team, what player had the most points or whatever. And then like Count Chalk said, it'd be cool to see like milestones. So, like, oh, this player hit 1,000 games or this person hit 1,000 points, et cetera, et cetera. Haven't done that yet. That would be cool though.
Yeah,
I'll
that
write
would be.
that
I was
down.
actually going to ask when I saw that. I was going to ask you about that if that was part of it.
That would be cool actually. It would
That stuff's
be a
like
little bit tricky,
sort of
but
available
that
within
would
the
be cool.
sim. Like,
Yeah, but who
but
looks at the
it's
sim,
yeah, right. You have to actually, and I don't know if there's a way. I can't imagine there's like that thing that like flags things as like upcoming milestones or achieved milestones would be something that could be exported in a useful way. I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, maybe I have to create an API that only, yeah, I gotta think about it, especially because uh at least the SHL should be fine, but for SMJHL, I don't think it'll be possible because
Yeah,
there's so many players on the same IDs. Milestones
yeah,
can
yeah.
get like, yeah, so it's just like
I mean,
that type of shit.
I personally, I know some people might disagree, but I don't think it's necessary for the J just simply because the careers are short lived. Like,
Yeah, I think that
eh.
the SHL would be,
SHL though, I think there's definitely value there.
yeah, I think it would be really cool. I think I might have to create an API just to return career stats so that the sheet won't get overwhelmed. I gotta think on that, but I think that would be really cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's the goal. So hopefully, just like create something where people want to get invested and comment on whatever,
So
and have it be semi-daily.
is this going to be the kind of thing where each person that's doing it kind of has, I guess, freedom to just kind of do whatever, create their own format,
Yeah,
or okay,
yeah, for the most part, you want to follow like the guidelines, which
sure,
is
sure,
why we have the sheet to help them, like, if to talk about. But if they, want to talk about something else, we can help them make it or whatever, and they could talk about it. But like the general outline is like talk about the SHL or SMJHL, SHL, what happened in it, and then whatever else we want to talk about it. Talk about have it be 20 to 30 minutes long. You call it a day.
is this
Doesn't have to be too
also
complicated.
is this going to be like just media essentially, or is this separate in some way, like different
This
in some
is
way?
this is just podcast.
Okay, okay, so it's yeah, it's essentially
Podcast
being
is
paid out
sorry,
just
yeah.
like media, yeah, yeah. Or are
Yeah.
you guys paying it? You paying it
Yeah, it's gonna be the media payout.
out? Okay, okay.
But we put it as hiring just because we need to hire a couple, people. We
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
reach a broad
I mean, otherwise, yeah,
interest.
you wouldn't probably get enough people, or yeah,
Yeah, and if it turns out seven, I have to pay because I have a bunch of money
yeah,
or whatever bonuses or whatever. I don't care.
yeah,
You know, what's on the 100 mil?
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's the broad goal. Hopefully that works and doesn't blow it up in our faces.
Hmm. Yeah,
But yeah,
it should be interesting to
that's
see how it goes.
yeah, I'm excited for
How
it.
do you guys have enough people lined up already, or no?
I have no idea. Seven has that information. Don't know
Okay,
about that yet.
okay, okay. Just curious. Um,
Yeah, Jover said you keep giving away money, I'm gonna catch you. You're not gonna catch me.
all right. What about we got Valor with a few questions.
Hmm.
Thoughts on the upcoming massive J class of 79? I don't. Is it massive yet? I know there's a lot of big
There's
names.
just a lot of good
Yeah, a
recreates,
lot of big name recreates. But I don't
but
think like as a
I'd
class
ra
it's massive yet. It might be.
I'll have to wait until the
Oh
actual
wait,
recruitment to see what
yeah, yeah.
happens.
Recruitment is what we're waiting for. Although, isn't the
Some
draft
it
like
could be massive.
next week?
Yeah, yeah, drafts is next week. They do it the week of.
Okay. I mean, the top of it's gonna be stacked, obviously, with the recreates. Um,
Yeah, you got massive recreates like Waters. But no, it has some old people returning like Juke, excited about him
yeah,
returning, and
yeah.
then you got some coach, some GMs in Canada's, and I think that's it. Schwartz, big big user.
Mhm.
C9 Vance, big user. S Fresh, huge user as well. Valor, of course. Jason 97 returns. Alaris is recreating. Luminosity fans recreating. S Bourbon recreating. Symmetric. Everyone from or a lot of people from the Winnipeg days
Mhm.
has retired and recreated, I believe. So it should be good recreates at
Yeah,
least.
really good recreate class. Hopefully,
Mhm.
more.
Great
Uh,
recreates class and Waters.
we get a little more recruitment in, because right now actually I was kind of just like shuffling through a couple of the more recent draft classes, and right now it's a little light
Hmm.
relative, so it has to fill out a little bit, I think. Um, but all right. What about any? So I don't know if you saw, but Valor had done a new
Yeah, I read
study
it. It was
guide.
pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any more guides you think would be worth writing?
Uh,
I meant to give
I
this more
think
thought when I
not
saw the question, but I forgot to.
not not for Valor, but more guides on how to create SIGs. Good. Not something. I mean, no, Valor is a good
Yeah, Valor does.
SIG
Valor does
person.
six.
Never mind. Then yeah,
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 maybe,
yeah.
maybe that.
Because I think there just needs to be more resources that people can just follow
I actually
and
don't
create more
know
SIGs.
what is available resource wise for people for signature creation, for graphic creation stuff. I have no
I don't
clue.
know,
Maybe they
but
have
I
more
think that
than
would be
Discord.
cool.
Maybe I don't know. I'm not in there, so
I don't see it. I didn't see anything like resources like step by step.
okay.
I'm not sure, but I think that would be pretty good resource because we need more people that are, good graphically.
All right. We now we got a Troy question, which
Oh, we can just skip.
I mean it's not that interesting. Um, so yeah, we're gonna skip it.
Perfect.
Let's
Thanks.
say
Thanks, Troy, for your question.
thanks Troy. Good try. Um, sorry, that's Cup winner Troy McClure, I guess.
Uh-huh. Oh, we don't know yet. Oh, cup winner. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. I thought you said charity winner.
Oh no, no. Well, I mean that probably less,
Uh-huh.
you know.
We'll
All right.
see.
And we got Popel. Let's call it Popel. I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
football.
Popel.
One of my guys.
Oh, is that one of your guys too? You put
Yeah.
the question thread in your.
Yeah, I spam
Oh
that
yeah,
shit everywhere.
yeah. I'm terrible. All right. What's the worst draft pick you've ever done and that you regret?
Ooh. So,
I have one that I regret, but it wasn't a bad pick.
oh yeah, because you were a Kelowna
I was
GM,
on the
co-GM.
co-GM for a
All
very
right,
brief period.
go through it.
We gonna do mine?
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't a bad pick. So it's I can't even say it's like a. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it wasn't a bad pick. But
Mm.
I think it was 27 maybe or 28. I can't remember.
Bro, you can
But
go on the portal and then you
I,
can see.
I I'm
Think
not going
about
to.
that.
Um,
Yeah, but like you can use it.
all right, all right. Where do we go here? History.
History, and then you scroll, go to SMJHL and we scroll.
We have to switch season stuff.
Nope. You just click the season.
Whoop, whoop, where am I? Where am I going? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, then you click
So it
view
must have been
all.
28, maybe. It was the first
It could
overall
be
pick,
28.
so I'm not.
Oh,
Maybe it was 26.
okay, there. Do
Which
you not
season
know?
was it? Oh, maybe God, what's happening?
Was it season 30?
No, no, no. I'm pretty sure I must have
With
been
Jason
27. There it is.
Attilio? Like
27,
Ty
28,
Justice?
29. Okay, yeah. So in this season, and I like I said, it wasn't a bad pick at the time.
Oh,
Um,
you're shitting on Justice?
what happened was we
He
we
just
had
recreated.
first overall pick, and we needed defense slightly more than we needed forward, and it was either going
Uh-huh.
to be Justice or it was going to be Jr. Those were our two picks,
Oh,
and
buddy.
like I said, Justice wasn't bad. Like
Mhm.
he was fine. It's just what Jr. became. If I
Yeah.
wish we could have got that in Kelowna,
Yeah,
and
you
at
would
the
have gotten
time
two more
we
cups.
had no idea. Um,
Uh-huh.
like at the time they were 100% neck and neck. Like but they both looked like
Yeah.
just great, like can't miss prospects.
Hmm.
And we just needed defense very slightly more, so we took defense. Got
Bro,
Justice,
how dare
and
you?
then Jr. falls to 5. Like get out of here, rest of the
Yeah,
league.
to
What are you doing?
Vancouver? Vancouver
I'm pretty
goes, he
sure
becomes Vancouver GM,
second
leads into
overall
a cup.
is this
You click on the name.
that's what's his name um what was this?
You
Why
go to
can't
historical players.
I should know who this is?
FGH, who's the GM of Seattle
Seattle,
for
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. He was my GM when I was in Seattle,
Hmm.
very briefly.
You can click on the historical players and it'll show you
Where am I
his
seeing
past
that?
players. Historical players.
Oh, right there.
Players. Yeah,
Why can't I remember his username?
there you go.
cannot remember his username. Whatever.
That's fine.
He was kind
It
of
happens.
a clown a little bit, like a bit of a
Hmm.
he caught
And he always went,
a lot of crap around the league. I can't remember
hmm
can't remember who he's anyway.
went to Montreal Classic.
Um anyway, so that's it's a little bit of regret, but it wasn't a bad pick, I wouldn't say at all,
Hmm.
actually. What do you have one?
Yeah, mine is ML
Oh
in
yeah.
season
Yeah.
65.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's doing okay. Never heard from him again.
Yeah, he did just
Uh,
like fully
he
disappear,
just
didn't he?
disappeared. Yeah, which is
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I drafted Zorn 27th overall.
That
He
had to have
turned
been
out pretty
pretty
well.
late, right? For ML.
Huh?
When did you take ML? Like could have been
Like
early, right?
third overall, fourth overall.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
man.
I was rebuilding. Remember?
Huh.
It was season 65,
Yeah, yeah.
third
Got it.
overall.
Oh gosh, I could zoom in on this stuff. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then I drafted Zoram 27th. So
There
I
you go.
just drafted Zoram third overall.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, Zarma's another one of those guys where it was like, I think his future was uncertain at that time because he was
Hmm.
like busy. I think with real life stuff.
I'm not sure.
I don't recall. I remember it. I remember that was like, yeah, it was like, oh, he's maybe not. Hard to tell. But turns
Yeah,
out he was
but I got him.
real good.
Pretty good 2K player.
Yeah.
Won 3 cups. How does those seasons compare to Seattle's 16th pick last season? Who's Seattle? Oh,
Oh.
the person got banned.
Oh. Is that yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah, I was faded. That was a pretty bad pick.
Fun,
I
fun.
was.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
Thank you, Joe, for the question. No, not Joe.
Popel.
Hopal for the question.
All right, we got Jay. Got a
Hmm.
question. Um,
Yeah, I was gonna research this, but I forgot.
so I don't think it's that crazy. I looked at it briefly, and it's maybe slightly up this season, but it's also on par with like I think was it 74 had a very similar shorthanded goal total.
Hmm.
Um, but like yeah, it's not like out of control. It's slightly up this season versus other seasons. I mean, I think maybe shorthanded goals are pretty high, like across the league, just broadly. But I don't think this season was particularly bad. But then again, I also don't know like what an appropriate number of shorthanded goals should be for our league either. So,
Yeah, I don't know. Fun lead.
uh, yeah, it's definitely up this season from past, but not like I said, not like crazy out of the ordinary.
Hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe that's partly because excuse me, so many players are like fairly all in on offense, especially at forward. So
Hmm.
maybe we're just bad defensively when we're on the power play, or maybe it's the way that people have their penalty kills set up. I have no idea. Um, do not know. No strong feeling. All right. What about Hills have hats? Is that another one of yours?
Yeah, I drafted him last season
Okay.
as
Okay.
well.
All right. I figured. Um, would you rather be a decision maker on a rebuilding team or a contending team? If you like that train, I'd be interested in how each situation changes your thought process when making decisions. I
Well,
mean, I think.
Rich, clearly as a GM of like yourself.
Listen, I mean, I still have an opinion on this, but I think everybody would enjoy a rebuilding team more. I think. I don't know.
Being a decision maker on a rebuilding team?
Yeah, I think that's more interesting.
Hell, bro, I love being the decision maker on a contending team way more than rebuilding team.
Well, I mean, I like that in the sense that like you're likely to win, but like the actual decision making process, I feel like is like just cap management. It's just asset
I
management.
mean,
It's like
not re
how do you extend this? How do you maintain your cap situation well?
Yeah, but it's
Also,
also
like
just like balancing what picks you want to spend on assets versus, uh picking them and then, replacing them and trying to be a perpetual motion machine of creating a great franchise. Because, with teams like Toronto or Montreal, they had good peaks, but then they went and on a rebuild direction. Like even Winnipeg, even now, after 8, 8, 9, 10 years of a really good franchise, they're now rebuilding. So it's like, trying to balance, what does it take to contend, and then you can even still contend, and then go into the rebuild with rebuilding. It was fun, but it was also very stressful. For me, like now I'm not really stressed, but like when I was rebuilding, it was very stressful, especially trying to go from like a middling team to an actually contending team, because sometimes it's out of your hands, or like sometimes you're just waiting on things, like players to earn more TBE and trying to keep their moral up. With contending, it's more like, you know, we have an expectation. Hopefully we hit it. If we don't hit it, that's fine because we have next season. And people have the inherent trust in you more. So it's just decision makings on how to continue that, or like how to always find the best edge. Like for me, spoiler alert, for tomorrow, I just signed G2 109, which is Buffalo's goalie. He will be our starting goalie. That's why we traded Dern today. So it's like
He's
decisions
gonna
like that,
start for
like,
you.
yeah,
I guess I don't know. Olaf
it's
must be
900,
lower in TB than I
900.
thought.
Yeah, Olaf is like 600
Oh,
something.
I didn't realize he
G2
was
is
that low. Wow.
nine.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Aka won the cup with uh Aka won the cup with like 800 TP.
That's that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize it was that low. All right.
But yeah, so I enjoy the aspect of like you have you have your team basically, but you always need to replace the old people, but you want to make sure you do it the right way. Like with Snoozu as he's getting older, like, hey, this is when you're going to be up. What goals do you want to reach when you're done? Or with Thief, it's like, when do you want to retire? I'll center my plans around yours. He earned that. And then like with Artie, trading him because we could get a younger player to continue, being a great team. So it's like I enjoy that thought process more. I think it's more creative. And then also like the trading aspect more than the drafting, because I'm not the best drafting person, which is why JR is being so great.
Okay. All right.
Um, but if people like drafting more, or like getting to know players more, rebuilding's always fun
I
too
feel
for
like
that, because
with
you
the
get to draft so
rebuilding,
many people.
the decision making feels more impactful. Um, actually, no, that's what Slicer said. Actually, it's like the moves seem to matter more. It's like maybe the stakes are higher. I guess.
Yeah, the stakes are high for rebuilding, but you can have. I mean, I just find joy in GM as a whole, so I always enjoy whatever spot. Um, but
Good point,
I
Jason.
I I enjoy being being a GM of a contender than a rebuilding team, because winning is fun. Uh, and creating a great locker room from that is great. Like, just bringing in lots of people, like bringing in shiny Hills House hats and Popol those last seasons has been so fun for our locker room. And just having, players that I joined the league and they were like great players like JR, or like people that I drafted in the SMJHL, or just like people I've known, being able to, have people win their first cups with us, that I find, a lot of joy in that. And that's why I enjoy being a decision maker on a cup contending team, because, all these decisions matter until like all these decisions matter because you're going to be winning a cup, or hopefully winning a cup. And with rebuilding, it's kind of like, okay, in like 5 to 8 seasons, then we'll win a cup, or, we'll try to win a cup. So with contending, it's more like, what can you do in the 1 to 3 seasons that'll give you the best chance to win a cup, but then also not screw you for the long run as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather contend as well, but I think purely from like what I like the decision making process, the thought process behind it, I'd find rebuilding more interesting.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean,
I
I'm
don't.
I'm sure Slicer's enjoying it, like he said in the chat.
Where's what team is Slicer on? Slicer, don't tell me.
Uh,
I need Luke to tell
Chicago.
me. Chicago. Okay. I don't know these things.
That's fine. I know everyone.
I don't know anyone anymore. Too many people.
Hmm.
All right. We got Bytor asking about. I think pretty sure that was the Winnipeg LA trade.
Yeah,
Um,
that is Rashford and Skull or Jess getting
just
traded to
yeah,
LA. I
yeah.
think that's a great move for LA, personally.
I'm not
They didn't
okay.
have to.
So I'm fine
Yeah.
with it, but I do think we maybe overpaid slightly. Okay, no, that's not true. Um, I wanted us to hold on to one of those seconds. Is what I should say. Not that we overpaid, but I would have liked to I would have liked it if we would have hung on to one of those seconds.
Why?
Um,
Seconds don't matter.
I like seconds. I think
But
we
seconds don't matter
do
if you're
well with them.
contending.
We're
Seconds don't
getting to
matter
the
when you
point
draft in
where
the 30s
we're gonna
plus.
be in a hairy spot. I think in LA in the not distant future because we
Mm-hmm.
we don't have picks up through
Uh-huh.
like season 81 or something like that. I know we might have our 80 first or 81 first, maybe. I don't know. We're thin on
Mm-hmm.
picks right now. Um, I think I'm worried that we're putting ourselves into a very tight spot, and our
Okay.
only option becomes hard rebuild. Uh, that's not. We don't know that that's the case for sure, but like it's. I'm a little bit nervous about that potentially happening. So,
Yeah,
um,
that's fair.
I mean,
I
obviously,
just think seconds don't matter.
I mean,
I think they're
that's
great trade pieces in order to make your team better.
I like seconds. I think. Yeah. I don't. So I definitely spoke too quickly when I said overpaid, but
It's just 3 seconds, man.
yeah, and were they all our own? I don't remember. I think they were, weren't they?
Yeah, they're all your own.
They were all our own. So they're like, you know, they're probably later than halfway through the draft through the round. So
Roy
yeah,
was
they're like
not drafted in the
30 or
second.
later, almost
Hmm.
certainly, right?
They will
Um,
be 30 or later, and
like
that's
79 almost certainly. 80 is when I don't know
the
what
Reddit
that's gonna
draft will
look like.
happen.
Um,
So I think that second will probably be decent. But the
yeah,
79 and 81, I don't think will be impactful at all.
I worry that by
Um,
81 that second could be creeping into the like sub 30. I don't know.
mhm.
We'll see.
That being
Um,
said, I have great track records with second round picks. Vin, Zoram, Durden, technically. Uh,
if you scout well, chances
Droop
are
is
you'll
good.
pick up a player here and there that's quite valuable.
But anything after 30, like, but with Vin and Droop and Shiny and Durden, they're all before 30 or at 30. I think after that, it just doesn't matter. Uh, and then, like, LA's trying to compete now. They're trying to compete with San Francisco, trying to compete with Texas. So having
Yeah,
that depth, I think,
we
is
needed the
great,
depth.
especially since they're retained as well. They're going to be such a great team.
Well, and we
And they get the chemistry of Rashford
chemistry.
and
Yep,
Jess as
and
well.
it's an upgrade off of we had a like a was it 800 TPE? No, was it even 800? Was it lower than that? I don't remember. Um, Gallon last season was like we had to
Oh yeah, statics, yeah.
we had to bring in the pretty bad player to make up for our little cap hit thing. And
Mhm.
that definitely hurt. We still did well
I
with
think
it,
that
but it like kind of eliminated our third line from really having much of an impact.
yeah, you just have to run the two lines and then hope
Yeah,
the third one doesn't get shelled.
kind of sucks,
Um,
but
yeah, which is why I think this is worth it, especially
well, and
since LA's second. Yeah,
it's also Jess and Rashford, which are like yeah,
yeah, great
great people to
users.
get to get into your
Yeah,
locker room.
for any second that's above 30, it the chances of it being a great player is bad, unless it's a Reddit draft, and like it depends on the size of the Reddit draft. But I think getting those two people now, while your whole team is like basically peaking or has peaked, so you're still trying to squeeze the last juice out of it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's good, especially if you don't have any first for a little bit, so you got to try to be as good as you can now, and try to deal with the consequences later, or try to get firsts in other ways, like trading away players. But you know, now you have a team. Almost everyone is above 1,000 TPE. Everyone will be once Cicero reaches 1,000 TPE, and
he's
then
not. He's inactive
oh,
now.
he's inactive. Oh,
Yep,
okay, still 999, perfect three,
yep.
the perfect 3 mil player.
That was like exactly the discussion was like, hey, we can get to 999. That'd be great because
Yeah,
he was like,
and
I'm
then
about to
yeah,
leave, so there anything you want me to do? It's like, hey, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, and then you got Stun Gun. He's the backup. That's fine.
Yep. Yep.
Like, your whole team's peaking now, so might as well trade seconds when you can. First, sure, maybe hold on to them. Like,
Well, that's the
but
things I think our next first is it's either 80 or 81. I don't remember which.
yeah, so like, be good now. So you don't watch someone else pick at like 12 because you guys got knocked down the first round or something.
It makes me nervous. As like I'm yeah
Well,
very
I
happy to have
believe,
gotten those two, but it's man I'm like
yeah, I think Whitecap's a good gem. So I think he will be able to adapt.
well, and we've
And I
got
think Fuzz will probably give his opinion
yeah
as well
Fuzz
as
is
your war
still
room.
we kept him around. I don't know how I don't know what his involvement will be. Probably pretty minimal. But we've got
Hmm.
um the same war room that we've had for
Yeah, so you'll be fine.
yeah I think
Maybe you have to rebuild someday, not like New England, but
yeah we'll see. Um,
you want to cup, everything else is gravy.
Listen, what's even more important though?
Yeah.
Back to back MVPs. You know.
Exactly. And you got it. So who cares?
Yeah. All right. What about what else we got? We got a question from Slicer. What was his question? Some thoughts on the last generation of players that are now starting to enter retirement and slide down rosters. Thoughts on next generation of players coming up. S69 and below versus S70 and above. Uh,
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know what.
I don't know. I'll see who's good when they reach their peak.
I guess
It's
my
probably gonna be a great player on a great team.
yeah. I guess this is player specific. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know how to approach this. If I'm honest, because my head immediately goes to more user when I think of like uh generations within the SHL and like
Yeah.
how the newer users will impact the league longer term.
Yeah, all the Zoomers out here,
Yeah, right.
Gen Xers.
uh, but to have my Gore Lab era and start saying that anybody who joined the league before or no after season 70 doesn't have an opinion or doesn't deserve an opinion
Yeah,
about the league.
they haven't been through the mud of creating an update page. They're not like us.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know. I have no idea. The part of the issue being for me, like I don't engage with new people as often simply because I'm just like,
You don't have to
I'm
scout.
in
You don't
my.
have
I don't
to.
really scout.
Yeah.
I'm just in LA. I kind of just hang out there. That's kind of just where I am. I don't really reach out into outside of that very often. So I don't. Yeah, I don't really get to talk to new users that often. So I don't know. I don't really have strong thoughts. I think
I
where
think
the league is
who's
at
gonna be.
now and like the
Mhm.
the culture that we have will like I think we like foster the kind of culture that we want, and I feel like we get rid of people that don't jive with that for the most part. Um, and I think like we're in a good spot, and I don't see that changing for the worse, at least
Mhm.
anytime soon. That's about all I can say.
Yeah, I think whoever's gonna be the next great player will be the player on a great team that just goes for like 45 whatever like a Philly uh or LA or San Francisco or Texas or Baltimore to an extent, maybe on Tampa too. you know I don't know who specifically, but in the next two seasons we'll see. And then what was the second part of the
Oh,
question? Thoughts on teams picking and drafting the last several seasons for the biggest busts and gems? I would need more time to look into that. But I think Pole and Hills Have Hats for us has been great. So that's I'm gonna go with that for the gems. I don't remember any big busts. I don't know if you can. Like anyone that's
So
like really flamed out.
I'm very disconnected from the draft because we haven't drafted really in LA in a minute. We don't really
Hmm.
engage with that right now.
Yeah.
So I can't even really. Uh, I can't even connect a lot of these people, these users, or these team or player names with users in a lot of cases.
Yeah, me neither.
Right now, I'm just looking at this list of players like I'm not sure
They
who a
all
lot of these people
they're all
are.
just words.
Yeah, I wish I had a better answer, but I'm not connected at the moment.
Yeah, it would take more time to look into that. I don't know. I think let's see, cake or slicer user cake. I'm gonna say let's see, who did Chicago draft? Literally Wizard. Sure is a gem. Who's he? Oh, Baz. Yeah, sure, pretty good. Trevor Lopez, Sam Volta. Let's see, Volta. Or you got Treadpillow. Ooh, Treadpillow is kind of season 77. I never mind. He's fine. Triplets Gamer, yeah, I like them. Uh, Triplets Gamer is a little bit too zoomery for me personally, but if it works, it works.
uh,
That's it really. So good job, Cake. Lots of gems.
uh,
3 weeks from now, I'll give a better question or a better answer.
about the draft.
Yeah, I want to go on to the next one.
You know what the next one is?
Yeah, it's from Kari.
Yeah.
Yeah, asking if she can dog sit Maggie. If she wants to drive the 5 hours down, sure, why not? But I don't know. I'll just keep on sending more pictures. Also send more heron pictures. Apparently, Carrie really likes herons. I don't know if you knew that. Found that
I,
out today.
yeah, okay, sure. Really? Like the bird, right?
Yeah, like the bird.
What? Why?
She explained it. Forgot about it right now, but she has an oil painting of a heron.
Okay.
Uh, she has a heron
I mean,
named Larry
I
or
don't have anything
Jerry.
against them. It's like I don't know. It's not. All
I
right.
know it's an interesting question. But yes, Carrie, you can.
Well,
Thank you, Carrie, for that
we
question.
got.
Yeah, one more question, or two more
Did some
questions.
people are people still posting? What's going
Yeah, we got Roast Puff
on?
saying awards predictions.
I don't have time for this. I'm kidding.
I know. We'll finish it up quick though. We got
Oh,
fantasy
awards
to talk
predictions.
about,
Oh
Rich.
no. Oh, awards predictions. Oh god. Um, boy, I don't know.
Olaf hopefully gets one
Oh, like
last.
for this like the current season or like for next season?
Yeah, for the current season. I
Oh,
would hope so this current season.
oh,
Hopefully Olaf gets a McBride nomination, but
here we go.
he has only
Here we go.
40 games played, so that might be
Heron on screen.
deterrent. But he was the best goalie. Oh yeah, that's a hand.
I
And
mean,
then
I
after
gotta
that,
say, I like that painting.
it was a great painting.
It's pretty good. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I
I'd put
made
that
it.
up.
But for awards, yeah, like I said, Olaf for the McBride, hopefully, and then Rankle for the Scott Stevens because he's on my team, and I would like to see him get a Scott Stevens nomination. But he was fourth in points, so probably not because I think they just go 1, 2, 3 and go, yep, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, right. That was free. All right,
Oh, damn, that's free. That's sick.
that's not
That's a
bad.
sick picture.
The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, I don't know.
You can see yeah, the features.
I don't know.
Shout out to
Anyway,
Teddy's sister.
sorry. All right. So, how about does Kale Salad not win MVP?
I think he does.
think he does. I think he does too. I'm just curious if there's like
Only centers won MVP
yeah.
since FHM 8, so obviously he wins it.
Well, but I mean, like, if somebody else were to win it, what's the case?
Who
Like,
would it be?
yeah, and what's the case?
It would be Hargreaves because he played his average time on ice is less than 2 minutes, mostly because wasn't on the shorthanded.
Yeah.
Actually, no, never mind. Scrap that. It wouldn't be Hargreaves.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Just because
like, is there?
So I don't think it will be anyone.
Yeah, I don't see a strong enough case.
I think Barco will probably get a nomination, defenseman for Philly. Only 21 minutes a night or 22 minutes a night, 72 points, where most people are being 22 plus minutes. And then goalies, no one really stood out for like a goalie this season. Like Baseback, 42 wins, but .901 save percentage. Like if he had like a 910, that would be MVP level season. But there really isn't anyone that really stands out. Like no one did a lot with a little. So
yeah,
I think that's.
I know there was a stretch where like Bernard Lodge played really, really well, but I think he splits too much time with the other goalie, John.
Well, he had 53 games played, so
oh,
I think
I thought they split more evenly
yeah.
than that. Okay, never mind then. I thought they split pretty evenly, but that's not that even.
Mm-hmm.
But is that 53? Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I don't know. New England probably isn't gonna win much other than playoff MVP. So I'm not too interested in the awards. Hopefully, some people get good nominations, and that's it.
Do you think Olaf gets playoff MVP or no?
Yeah, I think he will.
I need to look at the rest of your
And
team.
that'll be his third win. I think Count was great.
Yeah, he was very
but
good.
they didn't lead
winners.
the playoffs in points.
Yeah, 5-game winner player.
Yeah, that was Bruno.
The rest of the stat line might be a hard sell, though.
Actually, I don't think he gets it. No, it will be the leading goal.
Yeah, Olaf's hard to, yeah. That 913 is pretty good.
Yeah, Olaf's gonna win it. Beauregard's gonna get a nom, and then the leading goal scorer, or the leading point scorer, point getter in Texas is gonna get a nomination.
Did Valentine have a monster playoff? I think he did, didn't he?
No, Valentine, but there's one more.
Is there another one? Okay.
Yeah, you just look at if you go back to players, or Texas. Go to Texas.
Oh, what's
Martin Diem. Yeah, I forgot. Chris Valentine also had 20 goals. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 20 goals is pretty good. What about game winners? Only 2. Fine.
Wow. See, that's what they aren't clutch enough.
Yeah.
Unlike my guys.
Why they couldn't win?
They couldn't win.
How many of those game winners in the finals for 2U?
I'm not sure. I know Vin got the game winning overtime. No, Vin got the game winning goal to win in game 7. Count got the game winning goal in game 7 against Buffalo. I know that. And after that, I'm not sure.
2U got it here for
yeah.
Anyway.
So that's that.
What position's your player?
Center, because centers get the most points.
Your last player was D, yeah.
No, he was also a center, and then I switched to D because our team needed it. Yeah, selfless player.
Oh yeah. That's why you ended up in San Francisco.
Yeah. I mean, they gave me two seconds for retiring players, so I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Minnesota gave me a second for an inactive goalie. Endured it. Gotta take all the seconds that I can so I can trade them later.
Yeah, James. Surely Logan won't have to switch to D with this player again.
I don't know. I might retire him, so we'll see.
Really?
Well, yeah, it depends.
I guess probably depending on what your like
Depending
window
on
looks like. Or...
just how the players are doing. Like who would really need to be replaced.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, so I just collect seconds so I can trade them later. I trade to the trade up specifically is what I use them the most for. Or to acquire players. Like I acquired Raid the Arcade for 2 seconds. Stuff like that.
Which one's Raid the Arcade? Is he
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega? Yeah. Yep. It's pretty okay. He's still sticking around?
Yeah, very active. I mean, his first player was also good, wasn't it? Like,
I don't
pretty
remember.
decent.
I
I
just
don't remember
remember
either,
that
but
when
people looked
we
him up.
heard that they were getting traded, we were like, oh,
You're like,
we
oh,
were
could have
interested
got.
as
Yeah,
well.
I think the
But we
last
just didn't have.
podcast was that.
Yeah, we didn't have any. I mean, like, I don't think we had a space for him. Wouldn't have. Like, we didn't have any way of making it work. If I
Yeah,
remember right.
I don't
Anyway,
know. Raid's been good.
yeah.
Can't complain about him at all. Who was his last player? Never mind. I guess his player
I have
was.
no idea.
Couldn't tell you.
Can I get to?
Well, no, it was only Kenny Omega. Why did I think he had a
That
player before?
username is familiar.
It is familiar, but yeah, you only had Omega.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, sure. Why is it username so familiar? Is it similar to somebody else's or something?
No, I just thought it was around longer. He's only been around for a year.
Yeah. Less than a year.
No, over a year.
Oh, this is the portal import. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that username is familiar. Not sure why. All right. Anyway. Anybody?
Anything you want to talk about?
I'm good.
Anything that Chad has?
I'm good. Unless Chad has anything interesting they're wanting to talk about. What are we doing? How are we doing on the old charity drive? I know that we're still waiting on people to donate probably for auctions and stuff, but I'm just kind of curious to see. I haven't checked in a minute to see how donations are looking so far. 390, but again, we're pending a lot of
it's a lot of the
auction stuff. There's 390 in Trevor Project, Outright International, 116. So we're getting there.
I think the spreadsheet probably has.
Oh, that's right. That's all tracked up. Where is the thing?
Spreadsheet. Under auctions to the left.
Oh, there it is. I can't see because of your terrible gray font.
All right, great, amazing background.
Oh, we're up to 95. Let's go.
I know.
That's funny.
Do you see my bid?
Which one?
Naming the bot.
Oh, did you have you still top on that? Or am
I should be on top. That's my check.
This is the contact, not the person. Yeah. I'm dumb. Let's see. That's the profile pic. Oop, there it is. Did you already have? Oh my, good lord! Why?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna win it.
Why? But why is
It's for charity.
But what? People really want to name this bot.
I'm gonna name it Airsonbot.
Name it what?
Astron bot.
Just the same thing?
No, I'm not gonna do it differently, but I don't know what.
Oh, okay.
I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll have it be the Rich and Luke bot.
Oh man, I'm only in on one thing this year.
Oh yeah, what's that?
The ugly blanket.
Ooh, okay.
I'm actually pretty excited. I want that. I want the ugly blanket. I don't know why. I could use a blanket to put, I don't know,
Hey,
on my couch or something. To have I don't really have any blankets.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, it's a good cause to get one.
Yeah. What's Noka's Sig up to?
That's pretty good, I think.
Where's it at? Because Noka's on your team, right?
Noka is on my team.
What are they at?
He's been
45.
creating great graphics as well.
Yeah,
I
Noka's
have a
great.
couple in the pipeline that I need to announce soon-ish.
Yeah, Noka's great. And
Yeah.
that's kind of tempting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll
Do it
we'll,
then.
we'll think about it. We'll think about
For
it. I
charity,
have
like, come
blankets.
on.
I just don't have many. So
Mm-hmm.
like I have my bed blankets and I have the spare bedroom. I've got a blanket in there. I've got like a really terrible one that I got when I was still in the military. It's like a wool blanket,
Yeah,
like a
because
like a
it was for the
dark
military.
navy blue. Yeah, it's like very it's it's effective, but it's not nice.
Sounds like the military. It's effective. It will
That's
do
what
the
I have on
job.
my couch for if anybody were to ever need a blanket on the couch. So I'm thinking
Mhm.
if I get the ugly blanket, maybe that will be one I can have out on the couch or something.
Yeah, you get to burn the army one.
Yeah, well, I can find something to do with it.
I'm sure you can. Be a good centerpiece for a while, and then you're like, oh, what was it? 20 years down the line. Oh, what was it? Oh, this was when I was in the army. Oh, you were in the army. Blah, 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 blah. Get the 10% discount.
No, yeah, yeah. I just I just have a yeah. One of my credit cards has like stuff on it. People are just automatically assume I was military, even though and they don't even ask for any kind of proof. It's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else? Anybody in chat have anything interesting? Fantasy? Should I
We
go
don't
back to
have
playing fantasy,
fantasy.
Luke? Should I go back to playing
No,
fantasy?
you don't have
I don't
to.
want to, but I kind of want the TPE.
Why? Why? You're going to be retiring soon.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I can go back and get like a few seasons in on my new player, get a little bump, and then quit again.
Oh, what's the point in that, though?
Being able to stay top of the class again.
That's
If I
overrated.
don't do fantasy, I won't do that. It will be impossible, probably. If we could rebrand one J or SHL team. J and SHL.
Rebrand the new Regina team. Forget what they are. Return them to Regina, and then
Regina.
Regina is now whatever. So we gotta return the fish
Elk?
back into an elk. No, they rebranded to another. It's not updated or anything, but they rebranded to like whatever walleyes or whatever. I don't know. It's not good in my eyes. So turn it back to the elk and then make the Aurora Jets theme again.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Thunder Bay walleyes.
So
Ew.
I don't want a full rebrand, but I could use a different logo for the Malamutes.
I like the
Or-
Malamutes one.
Maybe the Falcons could use a new logo as well.
No, Falcons classic.
But I like the branding. I don't know.
You want to change the Blackhawks logo, huh?
No, just I don't know, a different bird. I don't know, something. I don't
It's a
really
it's a
dislike
classic.
any of the J brandings, if I'm honest. SHL, Minnesota. Not a fan of Minnesota.
You don't like the Monarch? No, I think
I like the concept I like the concept of this
Uh-huh.
version, but I just broadly don't like Minnesota.
I think
Monarch.
Eddie's gonna be changing it again.
Oh no.
Bro, like they need to HO needs to rate him in, make him pick something and stick to it.
You know what? You know what New England needs is another piece of like hockey paraphernalia on the Wolf. I think.
We need some stars around it for all
Stick in the
the
mouth
cups we won.
isn't enough. No, no.
We're
Where
up
you
to 6 now, I think, for the franchise. 7 for the franchise.
Color that tape in. How about that?
No, I mean I was thinking about rebranding, but so much effort.
Put a helmet on the Wolf. How about that?
That'll be funny. Puck eyes, yeah. Skates.
Just a
Those
wolf
skates.
made of hockey equipment. There you go. All right. Anything else? Anything else?
Nah, I got nothing.
Same.
Another classic 1 hour thing.
That's right. Are we at an hour?
I
Oh,
g-
we're actually over an hour. Look at that.
yeah, I get more money. It's closely getting towards a billion.
Billion? How close are you now?
150 off.
Okay.
It would be only 50 off if I didn't give away 100 mil.
All right. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be great having Troy on. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Someone should outbid him, please.
All right. Let's I guess wrap it up then, eh?
Yeah, we should be good.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, Luke. Appreciate it. Next week,
No, next 2 weeks I cannot.
you can't. Okay. I was gonna. Next
Nope.
week is a maybe for me at best because
All right.
I like the file work Sunday and then, but I have Monday off, so
Mhm.
I could maybe. But if you're a no, then that makes it easy.
I mean, you can get Adam back on. You can get
See, I might do what I did
Irie.
a couple seasons
Ari?
ago, where I streamed the file work, and it's just me sitting in silence doing.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Riveting.
Nobody comes in. It's great. I love it. It's kind of funny to me. I don't know. It's like I have to have music on, but it's like it's awful. It's the worst thing you can imagine. And it's
Uh-huh.
6
Yeah,
plus
you
hours.
can get Troy on, you can get Kari on, you can get JY on. I don't know if he's here still.
He's probably gone. Is he gonna listen to a podcast about something he doesn't? It's not involved
Bro,
with anymore.
he's close to coming back.
Is he?
No, but I
Okay.
hope so.
Oh.
You can get like James. James would be great. Jover.
I did say I told Adam we were gonna get him on more regularly.
Yeah, that'd be
I don't know
great.
what that means, but like,
Adam's
Yeah.
great.
yeah.
You can get
100%.
Red Cape Diver,
Yeah.
get him on.
We haven't had him on, have we?
No.
No.
I saw him in the little like user thing.
Oh, in the yeah, because he does.
Yeah. He
Um,
lurks. So
I
you
don't
just
know.
bring him out.
Yeah, there he is. All right. Yeah, that's all right. Thanks for listening, people in the chat or whoever is listening to this after the fact. We appreciate it. We will catch you in probably 3 weeks ish. Maybe next week. Probably not, but maybe. It's a
I don't
not
know.
zero.
If you
chance.
find someone, go
I
ahead.
mean, I'm not
Or
gonna go out of my
get
way.
7 on. Why not? Get 7.
But
He's on your team, right? Is he on?
no, he's not.
No, he's on
in
Montreal.
Montreal now. Yeah. But he's still in
never
LA
mind.
in the locker room. He's
Yeah.
7 and Sloth are like fixtures. They don't go anywhere, even though they're not on
Mhm.
the team. All right. Thanks.